Grüezi and welcome back to Endless Space 2, where today we are starting a new adventure with the Vaulters.
For the kin, for the bloodline.
Exactly, for the bloodline. So let's take a look at the Vaulters here for a second. First of all, we have the Vaulters population that give us +1 science and +25 damage done to attacker during ground battle with a scientist political opinion. All in all, not a particularly interesting population type. It surely is pretty defensive with the damage done to attackers, but all in all, not really a great bonus. We also are metafolding. We can build portals on every colony that allows instantaneous travel through the portals for ships, and I think also for trade routes, right? Ships will automatically use... I'm not quite sure about trade routes, but certainly for ships it does apply. We also start with the Sisters of Mercy citizens, which basically are the same as the Vaulters, but instead of science, they give us approval, and they are religious instead of scientific. I find the Sisters of Mercy quite a weak population type, but we're gonna make it work somehow. Then we are also involuntary nomads. This is probably one of their strongest bonuses they have, because they start the game with a super colonizer ship on the rejuvenation node, or rejuvenation field special node. We can immediately settle the colonies instead of outposts. And we get a whole bunch of bonuses on that system for a specific number of turns, depending on how long it took for us to set up that system. We also have material expertise, which allows us to use strategic resources instead of just luxuries for system developments, and they're generally just better. Then we are also Corsairs, which means we can use privateer action just from the get-go and just pretend to be pirates, which is amazing, I think. We have Black Thumb too, so we produce a lot less food. This is a big penalty, and I think we're gonna have to really focus on getting enough food to grow our systems. We have core worlds, so as long as we are under the colonization threshold, we're a bit happier. We also start with xenobiology for tundra colonization and some science tech, which is great, as well as Mediterranean colonization, and I guess, I don't know what the debris analyzer does, but I guess science from killed CP or so. We also start as a federation, which means more systems colonized before getting over-colonization penalties, and we are scientists. So the Vaulters are a bit of an interesting faction because they focus on both military and on science, which in this combination is incredibly strong. We're also enticed to play wide, meaning we shall have a lot of systems, and I intend to do that. How well we will manage that, we're going to see. So for now, let's just start the game. And by the way, this is the reason why I still do like the Vaulters, even though I'm not quite that big of a fan of their way how they play. But look at those warriors with tech shields and stuff. That's just amazing. And like crossbow guns. Yeah, that's really cool. But now first let's see the introduction video. Yeah.
Is this the end of our voyage? We had such hopes at the beginning, though we left in sorrow and desperation. But while they slept through the explosion, I have stayed awake for centuries, doing what I could to keep them alive. To save Zolia, first of the bloodline. But our power, my power, is fading. I can do nothing more for my people, the Vaulters.
So yeah, that was basically the rejuvenation node repowering the ship and the, I guess, board computer robot or something. I'm not quite sure about the whole lore of them. But yeah, basically they are the only faction that escaped Auriga after some kind of cataclysm that was apparent already in the Endless Legend game. And yeah, so we start here in a spiral galaxy, 2 arms, right? Yeah, 1, 2. And we are fairly close to the center, which is actually pretty good. We do see potentially another constellation there, although it might just be part of our arm here, which is still weird. It's kind of far out for that, but let's see. So that's just introduction stuff. We did find some Transvine on the system next door. We have a hero here. That's an overseer, so good for the system. Let's actually take a closer look at the hero here. So production per anomalies colonized on planet, or shield capacity on the fleet. I think especially because it's an overseer and also because, you know, that's just a big bonus, I think we're gonna immediately put it on a system. So for now, all we can do is move around this ship. Once we settle, we'll get our scout and our hero. For now, I think we can't even access it. So let's do that. There's no reason to stay here, and we only have one way to go, so might as well go, right? Let's look at this system here. We have Boreal, a Mediterranean. That's actually a pretty good option for me, in my opinion. An Ash and a Gas. Now, that's not that great. Ash is great to generate a lot of production. It's not too good for food though here, but I mean the combination of a Mediterranean and Boreal gives us a good like mix of production and science, I guess. But because I value production more in the very early game, I think I'm gonna go for the Mediterranean. We will get the Boreal fairly soon anyway, and we will start with Transvine, which is gonna make us happier, and we start gathering it, which I think might be a good improvement after all, because I mean we're going to play wide. So yeah, that's the thing. So about the Argosy here, after settling, it has a cooldown of 4 turns, after which it's going to be available to use again. And yeah, at that point we can then just go to the next system, do the same thing. It will still cost additional resources at a decreasing cost for every turn we don't settle. So one thing that we would like to do is get enough dust and titanium as well as Hyperium to settle regardless during the cooldown. And yeah, so as a first thing, I'm obviously just gonna go with drone networks. I think it's imperative to do so. And yeah, this one would have been fertile, but I think it's still a good option. So for now, one of the things I would like to do is this one here. Just makes sense to get the production going. And then I think we're just gonna go for food right away. We do already have the science tech that I usually like to get as soon as possible. And yeah, food is gonna be next. And right afterwards, I should go for the free movement. I'm also enticed to get more scouts going. Actually, should probably put the hero in here, because scouting is a very big part of Walter gameplay. So first of all, let's just look for the curiosities here. I would like to see at least an anomaly here, please. No. Ooh, Jadonix, that's a good rival for the Transvine. Okay, there's Hyperium there. We should get that as soon as possible. Also entices us to get this technology here, so we can actually, you know, collect it. So we can actually upgrade the ship. Why can we already upgrade the ship? I did not make a new design. And I think we don't need to. I think, actually, probes are good, but you know what we could use? More speed. That's a reasonable price that I'm willing to pay, so let's just do that. So with that, we have a fairly quick ship, and I think we're just gonna send it out. I'm not actually going to bother with too many curiosities as of now, unless we're going to a place that we will settle for sure. the important part is to find new places to settle, and due to our special ability to build portals, we don't actually need to like stick to a, I don't know, closed system kind of approach to settling. We can go wherever we like. So we found a rejuvenation field, which is nothing special in my opinion. A black hole, also nothing too exciting. Dark glitter, now that's probably one of our faction's resources, boost resources. Fairly useless in my opinion. And red sand, now this could be pretty interesting, although I think we're not gonna use luxuries at all for system development. Potentially, I'm not quite sure yet. We found nodes, okay. I guess. Jadonics. That's just, yeah, exactly those discoveries, right? And Hyperium. So let's actually take a look at our boost resources. So we need the dark glitter to boost our pops, which I'm not so sure is really necessary. The bonus is not that great. Same for the Sisters of Mercy. One thing that I would like to point out, however, is wait, is it here? Yeah, this one. 0.1 science per manpower on systems. Now this is a great thing, since you can just like build very inexpensive buildings like these bunkers here that give 300 capacity. That's just 30 science, basically for free. Same goes for these ones here. That's just free science. So we're gonna go that way. So I think there's nothing more to do on this turn, except maybe like protect ourselves against hackers, even though probably nobody has ever detected me yet. Right, so let's finish this turn. You can see here we have the countdown for our Argosy, also a button to locate it. So let's see here. We do know that there's probably a system that way, so I think I'm just gonna send a probe and go the other way. That way we can also even drop a probe here and make use of our speed. And yeah, I think nothing more to do in the meantime. I probably should get a second exploration vessel going as well. Might be a good idea. So I guess we just found more transvine there. Micro factories, okay. Not too shabby. And mineral rich, as well as some science. Okay, actually one thing I forgot was looking at our laws. So we could have potentially done that. Actually we are devoted right now, so that would have been potentially great. Yeah. Less cost for building them is probably also a good idea, right? We'll get our buildings done a little bit quicker. So right now we are going to get ourselves the Sino-Industrial Infrastructure, which is going to get us 10 production. And right after we're going to colonize the Boreal planet as well as get the science thing going. And in the meantime... Oh, this is only one turn. We should probably use up the thing. We have a golden age right now, which is giving us additional production. So we're gonna lose 25 production in 3 turns. Actually, that's just enough to get this going, and this is just turn-based. No, it's actually production-based. I don't know why in some cases it's turn-based, sometimes it's production-based. Maybe that depends on the faction. What did we play last time? We played the Unfallen. There it doesn't apply. I mean, maybe it applies. I'm not quite sure. In any case, so that allows us to get or keep the production more or less. We're going to slow down pretty much everything else, but that also means that science and dust is not all that critically important. So I guess we can even push it back to here. I would like to keep the production going in any case. So we got that. Right. Let's just move along here and find ourselves a system with... Who is that? I do not know yet. Do I see it here? Oh, Cravers. How nice. I should probably not introduce myself just now. Is there a planet that I could settle? I'm actually not even sure whether it's allowed for me to do so. But no, I mean, that's ocean and that's the only, like, semi-hospitable planet. I guess we could research steppes colonization. Where is that? Oops, I should probably actually select the box. That's a bit out of the way, because this should be my next technology. So I think they have it in 9 turns. I'm not going to be able to settle in 9 turns. And we haven't actually... That would be a system with titanium, though. The titanium is here. Should I try? So how fast can we make the Argosy here? Obviously 3 engines, that's great. 11 speed, that's almost as quick as our scout here. To go back, it takes us... I would say probably 3 turns. It's kind of hard to estimate here. Let's go closer. We see 1, 2, 3 little dots. You know, these, I'm not quite sure. Actually, I can get it. 1, 2, and like, let's see from here. 1, 2. No, this is the arrival, right? So 1, 2, 3. How many are over here? That's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. Actually, no. It's just like shown weirdly. It's probably 1, 2, 2.5. I would estimate it's gonna take 3 turns for this one. It's also slightly faster, so yeah, let's say 3 turns. They're done in 9 turns plus supply ships. It's gonna take us, if we go for it now, it would take us 4 turns to research. That would be enough to like get there, but we will not get the resources to immediately settle thereafter. So I don't think we can do that. No, I don't think we can manage to go for this system. As great as it seems, I just don't see us managing. I hope I don't end up regretting this decision, but oh well. One thing I should have probably done is turn this into a privateer, because I think you can still use the probes. Ooh, now that's a great find. I should totally just get over there and get friendly with them, because the amoeba are quite good with a lot of food. That would play very nice for us, as well as this one. Food per industry. I tend to have a lot of industry anyway, and since we are actually weak with food, that is really great. So the Argosy is ready. Unfortunately, we do not really have any other place to go. But at this point, we can now look at this. We would need a whole lot of dust as well as strategic resources that we currently just don't have. I mean, we might as well try. There's no other place to go yet. I don't think there's anywhere else to go from this Alcyone here. What is that? Okay, that's probably from that quest. In the worst case, we're gonna go for Zinnias, but we might just discover a little more. I'm kind of hesitant to go that way. I think we should explore more. We can always get the system by hacking, right? It's gonna take a while, but I think that's worth it. We found the deciduous trees, probably from from this system here. As well as, hey, the Cravers, hello. That's gonna be a difficult early game, I would say. So, 4 scientific star system improvements, or this defensive or ship improvements. I think just the reward is way better, and since we are going to go for strategic resources as system improvements, as you can see, that's a plus 80 total benefit, and yeah, that's just very powerful. With a luxury, you get only 60, and this is actually 2 resources and it's 80, so way better. And yeah, I mean, I will go towards like warring anyway, so we might as well. So yeah, for now I think we're just gonna fly in this direction. I don't really have a way of gaining titanium as of yet. We'll see how this turns out. So we're going to lose our golden age here in 1 turn, unfortunately. We did just get another population, which is great. So no more I don't know what I wanted to say. I totally spaced right there. So wait, it was already going back? Oh, that's sad. Oh well, I think that's not too much time wasted. I would like to go likely to go to picture and then see. Okay, here is the system from the cravers. Not quite sure if this is actually just, it looks kind of like out of place. Maybe there's another system right here or down there. We'll see. So as you can see here, this next golden age duration is also increasing for every turn we're not settling. At the same time, the cost here is decreasing. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to settle so early without a good income of titanium and hyperium as well as dust. I mean, we're making 5 per turn, which is very poor. We just got ourselves the sustainable farms, which probably goes in... Oh, that takes so long to build. How important is the science? I think it's quite important. Look at how long this technology takes. This is going to give us 20 from this one and another 10 from this one, right? Fertile and planet 30. I mean, we might as well push this first, right? It takes 2 turns instead of, I don't know, 5 or 4. And yeah, I would like to get this one at least by the time we get the next technology, so maybe like so, because this is gonna speed up our science gain. We did just get access to the Grants Bureau, which I guess doesn't really matter to me. What is that? Wait. That was Behemoth Technology. Is this here? Oh, interesting. I've never actually seen that, probably because I usually started with one of those 2 technologies in the last few playthroughs. So yeah, I built the production building. Now the production is still decent, so that was my goal all along. Our hero leveled up, and we can actually now invest in this one here, Resource Scrounger. Normally I would go for something like Optimal Operations Expert or just food, because this is actually... Oh wait, I mean this is 20... This is 20 food, but this allows us to expand a little bit faster. Right. Hold on. Did I not just save it? 1 second. Oh no, I did not. 20 food. I mean, this is a big difference, right? It would take us 6 turns instead of... Right, 6 turns. 50, 300 divided by 50 is around 6, yes. 6 turns instead of 10 for new pops. This is a big difference. And this will only give us, like, I mean, the cost is currently 1 per turn, but it's gonna increase. So within the 10 turns, it goes down to 0. Meaning that in 10 turns we get around 5 titanium, so like at around 3 titanium we would be able to settle. That's not really worth it. I think I'm gonna go for food. That's stronger at this very moment. Early choices make a lot of difference, so we might as well try to get it optimal. And we might still be lucky, you know. And actually, if we arrive here before the supply ship, we might actually destroy the supply ship for some dust. They're gonna be done in 6 turns, and I would so love to get these systems, then we have at least 1 each. So you shall just stay here, right? And with that one we want to be quick. I guess that didn't quite work, right? Yeah, I totally arrived. Oh well. So there's titanium here. There's a good chance there's titanium here as well. There's life form only. It should be like a deposit, subterranean. but that's probably not... Ooh, that was bad. That just took 2 turns off. We're not gonna get this one. I'm fairly certain we're not gonna get it. So we got Hyperium, but not Titanium, so unfortunately not really helpful. And it's still gonna take 9 turns. I also did not go for the research anyway, so we might as well just move on, right? Right, let's do that. So you can as well stay here for 1 turn. So there is actually one more system here, and I think that's a very weird layout for the galaxy here. I mean, it's a gamble. I will go one way. Here we know we have at least somewhere else to go. I'm not sure, maybe this is the end of the line there. So let's do that. We just colonized Boreal. So we have a little bit more production now. We have a decent amount of food from the hero. Not that much dust. And a rather low amount of science as well, which we're about to fix with the next 2 technologies. Or improvements, rather. So you will probably like me to go away, right? Found Hyperium, we found... Oh, the Titanium Enhancer nut, it's actually something interesting. As well as the Torpedoes, not that interesting for me in my opinion, as well as Transvine and Husk. Right. So one thing I would like to do with the Volters, since that also came with that expansion, is to use... Where are they actually? Nope. Those ones here, the boarding pods. They are counted as a missile, even though they are optimal at all ranges, but they can be shot down by the... What are they? The kinetic slugs. But basically this just allows us to take over enemy ships during battle phases. So we can just increase our fleet size by taking over enemy ships. Which is gonna be pretty fun, in my opinion. So, yeah, we should just like go for the next turn here. They only have 3 populations. That's actually quite surprising, because they usually can support new colonies. Actually, they have 2 new colonies. What is this special planet here? Kairos, okay. That's a forest, another titanium source that you stole from me. It's not a great neighbor to have, let me tell you. No titanium, that's sad. Alright, so I think you're just gonna go up there and we're gonna continue down here in the hopes of finding at least something useful. For now, we are not that lucky with systems, especially because they're just taking everything good from us. They're also gonna be exploiting the planets. So we're gonna have a hard time actually making resources here in the early game. Nothing found yet, and that's a very poor system up here. And I think because this one's already en route, we can go there. There's actually red borders here, which entices me to really go back and search these curiosities. Then again, we have the exploration ship also queued up here in 5 turns, and this is gonna take him far longer. Yeah, it is. Actually, let's just let you go there for a second and see, but there's actually more there to explore afterwards. I think if we just find a decent system... Holy crap. Already taken as well. Snow. You already have snow colonization. Now that's just evil, right? Okay, so but that's a dead end. That means I will probably just go there. I think from here it's probably fastest. Maybe. I'll go there and see from there. In 1 turn. Or in 2 turns actually. No, let's settle there. Yeah. So where shall you go then? I think you can go there for the curiosity and then... I don't know. So we're going to settle Zinnias here. For free, I hope, right? We still have 6 turns to get there, and that's totally gonna happen in 6 turns. We're gonna have a heck of a long golden age if we do that. And I would also like to take over these guys, and I think that should be our Next prioritization. Priority. Words. I mean, I can say prioritization, but then again, I should also go for Hyperium here. And given that we will be able to produce Hyperium, I think we're gonna make that the first system improvement, which means we should probably also push to get the system improvements. Yeah, what a lousy start. We're gonna have a lot of troubles with our neighbors here, not gonna lie. So I would like to... Wait, which one is it? Improve image. It was, I think, already selected. Let's just do that again. I need a whole lot of opinion with these guys. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. So the food is actually not that terrible as of right now. But this is still sensible, right? And at this very moment we don't actually have anything better to build. Might as well do that. And, you know, if we don't have anything better to build in a few turns, we will just continue to build exploration ships. So we did just unlock the secrets of off-lane travel, and we totally are going to do that. I hope that this ship is not going to attack us, which I honestly just don't know. Piggyback is pretty useless. We do now have advanced scanners, which is quite nice. And we can colonize Savannah worlds, which I guess is not all that useful as of right now. We have 2 deserts and a medium gas giant. Not the greatest, but you know, it's a system, alright. Where is desert? Okay, that's not too terrible. But I don't think it's my priority right now. I think getting a second system is more important than anything else. You know, if we get the tier 2 strategic resources, we might as well go for those as our first ones. Not quite sure yet, we'll see. We'll see once we unlock them. We just failed to produce 100 dust in a turn, that makes sense, we're just not that good at it. So what is that? Okay. Since there might be actually something useful up there, let's just send some probes and I guess come back? I would like to go back to, or maybe let's actually go to Delphinius there. The new scout will go to Imnos, scan that curiosity, then go on to Alcyone to get some opinion from that. Yeah, we're not actually gonna have to spend influence for anything there. So please settle. Actually, we can still not do that. I guess there's a reason to go for the market early to get the resources, but I would like to get the Hyperium first. So let's do that. Let's get that going. And I think we're just gonna wait here 3 turns until we have the stuff to settle. Really, really sad start. Also, I have to say I'm really not a good player with Volters, so that might also just factor in. But I think it was a very poor start regardless. Yeah, we just constructed that. We are now cordial with the amoeba, which is nice. We get some additional resources from them. Not the whole world, but something. Neutral hackers are active, not a big deal. We have access to Voidstone. Where did we find Voidstone? Weird. Oh, we just found some. Okay, not that great. Yeah, please everybody move. You just still chill there. Yeah, having to wait for like 17 turns for settling your second system is like, that's worse than what you can do in an average game of Devodiani. So we just got Senior Synergy, which allows us to talk to those guys, but we're not gonna invest here, that's way too expensive, and we don't have to. We can just hack them for opinion, and then get a quest. So should I get more food? At this point, I think it's worth taking the titanium, since we're not gonna get it anytime soon, as it looks like. And getting it at least going is gonna be quite important in my opinion. So yeah, one more turn of waiting and then we finally get our new system for free. Okay, I think there might now be pirates on the map, perhaps, but I mean there's no many systems that can actually turn into pirate bases, right? So yeah, let's settle here. It's an ocean, that's at least a good system, with very nice animations as well. So that's that. We should get food going as well as production. Yeah, something like that. And you just built the sustainable farms, meaning we can just probably go for more exploration vessels. They are still super happy for some reason. Yeah. We do also have the militarist laws available, so that might also be something interesting. Not right now, though. Yeah, free colonization available. I know. You're aggressive. What a wonder. You're growing incredibly quickly, and I think I will soon have to just be ready to beat them in combat. Yeah, they are really going for it, right? Atmospheric curiosities. I mean, the reward is nice, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get there. Alright, let's just scan some here. Maybe we're gonna make the cut with that. I'm not sure. I think it takes ruins colonization anyway. Ooh, we found a pub. That's nice. And that should have boosted our opinion with them quite a bit. But yeah, soon we should be able to assist them. And you need to wait one more turn so we can send a probe that way. Okay, more vision range. That's nice. Dust, that's great. Meteor strikes, that's not so great. Tikanan, also not so great, I guess, for us. Dense atmosphere, eh. And Transfine, also not that great. Really not so great in general. I really hope that we get these, because it's a 4-planet system, and we really need more systems. Okay, we can now actually finally get Hyperium for ourselves. It's a small deposit, so it's not all that great. So you send a probe there, and then just wait a few more turns until we can actually do something about it. You, meanwhile, are on your way to Delphinus in the hopes of being able to scan a titanium deposit with which we can actually get ourselves a proper source of titanium. Because I think the only way we are going to get it is by taking militaristic action. So that's actually the home system of the Nakalim here. Interesting. So yeah, since we don't have anything else to do with the scout, let's just go there.
What are you thinking?
And we did, yeah, we just constructed ourselves another one, and I think I'm just gonna go for production here. We're gonna need it once we can actually do something interesting with it. So there is probably something more down there, and I would like to find it. One thing I would like to try out though is make them privateer, and yeah, we can still send probes, right? We should probably do that with all our fleets. That will cost us more money. I didn't look at it, but yeah, it did cost us more money. On the other hand, it might actually not be worth it for the scouts. Maybe not for the scouts then. I'll go over here and maybe send some more probes. Okay, we did just do that. How soon are we going to be able to assist next turn? So let's maybe make that cheaper. And then do some more. So this takes 7 turns. What about from here? It's still 7 turns. Then we should probably go just from the capital. We should totally also encrypt Xenius. I do not want it to be hacked. Alright. Let's do some... Please, titanium? Nope, that's not titanium, but we did just get a pop. That's also great. So, do you want to just stay here for a second? Let's stay here for maybe a turn and then see whether we find anything down there. Meteor strikes and Harashams. Now Harashams also not too bad, I think, for our situation right here. You have... okay, you have something that I'm not okay with. Alright, next turn. So we did not actually find anything useful, but I think we can still just send some more probes out here. Wait one turn, and you wait one more turn. If we don't find anything in a turn, I think we're just gonna go over there and explore that way. That's already some fleets here, right? Although, why don't you actually settle anywhere? Okay, drone networks built, that's nice. We're now amicable with those guys and can assist them for a pretty cheap price. Ooh, this is gonna take forever. Can we boost any non-Volters pops? We cannot. I mean, there might be some lucky events happening. We usually get some free pops, like Kalgaros for free. And yeah, we're totally gonna go for the Scavenged Ram Scoop. What a shame. So our Argosy is gonna be ready in one turn. And since we are producing titanium, we are not too far off. Actually, there's adamantium here. We're not too far off of settling a new system, and we might be looking at this one here, which means we might need to go for deserts, which is totally something we can work towards. It's gonna take a while, but also remember it's gonna take a while to be able to settle. So, for the lack of better alternatives, we're probably gonna go here. I mean, we'll see whether we find anything more useful over there, but for now, let's do that. Honestly, I don't quite know what else I would like to get here, so maybe let's just go for scientists for now. We got ecologists, not too bad, not too bad. Is this law anyway special for us? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I guess nothing too interesting there. We just got them access to the market. Now that's potentially very useful because our Argosy is just gotten ready and it now costs 27 titanium and a whole lot of dust. The good thing is we can just always sell the luxuries. So what's over here? More deserts, more deserts. Honestly, probably a better desert system than that one here. Nobody else will have discovered this one yet. Pretty sure. And yeah, we totally did not discover anything, so let's just go over there. Same for you. We should totally build something in Veni, and I guess it might be the Miners Union. I should also totally work towards ships. Do I want to skip the first tier ships? I'm not actually sure how good they are. And I mean, we can totally go for the coordinators here. Not for those because they require titanium. 22 turns, that's 10 turns of science. It's a lot of turns. And we also need the proper military tech here. Not quite sure yet how this is gonna go. At this point, I'm looking like I'm going to be defeated right now. Excuse me. I think we just got a lot of Hyperium from that quest. Because we did scan some curiosities. Oof, I cannot afford production loss, so let's go for this one. Most of our systems are actually fairly happy, so not that big of a deal. So where is the Argosy gonna go? This system? So maybe we're gonna go for this one here. It might have titanium, we don't know that yet. We can go for arid, which is probably easier to get than the desert. Is this arid? Yes. So we might not actually have to go there. Let's try that. So you just fly over there. 5 turns. In that time we might even have enough titanium and or money to buy the remaining one. Yeah, please remove your fleets. I am so surprised that they actually do that early game. So, first let's find what this curiosity has to offer. Or curiosities, never mind. More Hyperium. I would also like to see what's over there. I really wonder why they don't just settle, because I mean they do have desert colonization, I think. I mean they start in a desert, so I'm pretty sure they do. Trees, nothing interesting. Hyperium, which is great, but okay, send a fleet to the quest marker. We have that, we should just not make sure not to scan the quest curiosity. Otherwise I might just lose my ship, which I do not want. So you should totally go there first for the curiosity over here, which might just be Adamantian or or what's the other one called? The orange one, antimatter. This is the Tikanan pop we found. That's actually good that it goes to Xenius. Not too bad. Decreasing price. No, wait. Price increase for luxury resources. I like that because we might be able to sell some. Because we are not gonna need any of them. Oh, wrong button. Wait, what was it? Shift click there. Yeah, there we go. I don't care how well they sell. I'll just sell all of it. Look at all our money. So currently the colonization takes 25 titanium. I think it was 77 before, so it might be decreasing by 2 per turn, more or less. And yeah, we're just gonna see in 4 turns how many we need. So that's science, that's great. And we just got colonize arid, which is also great. And we're now working on ship design. I think that's decent. I think I would like to get some defenses going, because that might just save our lives. We totally should go for tanks, as well as command points. I would like to get to here as soon as possible. So I think we should take one more technology here, and it might just be a defensive one. Dealing damage, not that important. We do have that from our pops, but this might actually matter. I would not like to have anything destroyed. You know what? These might also be helpful for using our boarding pods. Not quite sure. Let's go for defense for now. My go-to strategy all the time. How far along are we here? 3 out of 5. That's gonna take forever, right? How far are we hacking in 4 turns? Can we accelerate? No, we cannot. Oh, that was titanium for free. Nice. Which one is the quest reward? Probably this one, right? Yeah. Let's not scan that. Not quite sure what that was. Okay, it's just some trees. That's useless. But yeah, we might actually be able to settle a little bit earlier here. Basically as soon as we arrive. Because we do have the resources now to just plop it down. And we are going to do that. You know what? Maybe there's a faster way of just like going down there with the use of some probes. There's a lot of pop ships going to Xenius here. So what do we have here? Okay, that was fairly useless, I guess. Yeah, not quite interested in that. We have not found anything down here at all. So I think we're just gonna go over here with the exploration vessel and go somewhere, I guess. One thing I would like to do probably after this one is get a portal going from our home system. We need to be able to send out ships wherever they need to be immediately. So the portal is gonna get fairly important everywhere. We also have a new quest for keeping Veni clear of enemy ships. This is probably even going to happen without us actually putting an effort in. So let's just send some probes this way. I'm not sure how many we need. It doesn't matter, we can't really go anywhere anyway. Let's just do a 1 turn wait. So the second one we can do, that's still just life form, right? Nice. Trees, still useless, but oh well. We are going to arrive in 2 turns. And we are going to have a decently long golden age, that's great. You know, 1 more turn of waiting and you do some more curiosity work. It is going to be a very slow system, I'm pretty sure, but it's better than not having any systems, right? We are finding a lot of weaponry that we're not gonna use, that's a bit sad. So yeah, I guess just more turns, right? I might just have to go for buying them out with influence eventually. I hope that nobody else overtakes us in this endeavor. But we'll see. So cerebral reality was built, that's nice. Some more dust and science. We are now friendly with the amoeba, that provides us with more resources, actually quite a lot of it. Nice. We also found ourselves super spots, so they are super useless. You are threatening, that's not what I expected. I expected some more pushback here from the insect dudes. They are aggressive as well, and they are threatening, so they're gonna be aggressive as well next turn. Alright, so okay, we did found Zlorfik and Virak down there. That's a very cold system. Arctic and ice. That's Arctic and that's ice. I mean, this has 5 things. We might as well go for this one. But probably through here, right? That's more connections than I'm used to. That's, I think, not usually connected here. Yeah, we get additional bonuses for our portals eventually. Is there anything more here? Doesn't look like. Are these special in any case? Maybe. Not actually sure what's special about these. Maybe they're cheaper or something. There's another portal one. Less conversion rate. So we are very resilient to peaceful conversion. Which I'm not so sure matters all that much. And we have some more here. Just manpower per turn. That's also okay. Alright, so our ship here can just immediately settle. And obviously we're going to go for the drone networks, as well as, I guess, food is going to be very important. And then production. In the meantime, we can also get the Lost Curiosity here that we're interested in, because the other one will spawn a pirate ship, or even fleet. 2 ships probably, and I'm not quite ready to fight those. Someone else might do that for me, you know. And we have no reason not to just go and explore more. And we did find coral reefs. That's actually pretty good. Coral reefs on a desert planet. Now that makes sense. Here, right? Yeah. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I guess you can just go to Virak. Since this one's going to Zlorfik. And probably, I mean, we might just as well send both of them out there. So. It does start looking a bit better, but we need to be ready for war, because the Cravers are not gonna mess around here. And being able to take over Craver ships is actually gonna be quite interesting. The sad part is we cannot... Wait, what? Oh, we got it. Nice. The sad part is we cannot upgrade those ships afterwards, but still good. So we got that additional Hyperion, which is great. Oh, I should go for the... Actually, I can already. Wait, did we just research that? Okay, minus union useful. Pop growth, very nice. Giga Lattice. That might just be the research that the these guys eat. Amoeba, yes it is. Relic, we got this one as well, that's nice. Faster ships. As well as... Ooh, so now we can pick, because we are the Vaulters. Search the curiosities. I think we're gonna go for that, because We usually don't have that option, right? Of course, they're at the other end of the galaxy, but that's alright.
I would rather send
You're
you-
hostile and you're aggressive. I figured as much. And at this point, I think we're just gonna push more strategic resources. Unfortunately, we still don't have a system with titanium, but we will be able to fix that eventually. And I would like to get our systems connected a bit more. Oh, so that's an ocean. There's a boreal right next door, so let's get that one as well. Very poor production in this system. Also, we are bleeding dust. Yeah, I assigned that already. Ooh, who are you? Bagaba. The bonus is not all that great, but that's possibly just a free system, right? So our hack was cancelled, which is great, so we can possibly just run this one without problems. We are going to encrypt Elma, and as well, we can actually not encrypt Alcyone as well. Oh well. We're gonna deal with that. So that's actually a first fleet, and I'm totally gonna make pirates out of them and fly them over here to just possibly defend against the Cravers. What do we have here? One. Okay, we're gonna stay one more turn for the other curiosity. Titanium as loot, that's great. We should also discover more systems. What's the deal here? Yeah, we need Arctic or ice, which I think we're already working on, maybe? Not quite. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Currently we have nowhere else. Well, maybe here, unless the Isiander takes it. That's actually a decent system. Possibly. Savannah, we have Savannah, right? Yes. So that's a place we could go. And I think it's connected. Very likely, actually. So yeah, let's continue here. The vision range has come to an end. We did build a portal, and at this point we might as well put exosign stations here. 3 more turns until we can make ships. I could build a food improvement or the endless research park, which I think is gonna be a good idea. 17 turns though. Man, that's gonna take a lot of turns. Honestly, not sure it's worth doing that at this moment, but at the same time, I would like to have it, so might as well get started. It is, however, probably gonna be interrupted by having to build ships soon, though Sinius is actually not too bad on production. Oh, you still have the production from this one. You're actually done soon with all your things that you need doing. Yeah, Arctic colonization would also be nice. Too much food investment doesn't make sense right now here, so might as well go for production. We should get the food investment once we have Arctic colonization, but for now it doesn't make sense yet. Alright, last curiosity here before we move on. That gives us a little bit of what's it called? Ooh, that's another system here. Why do we always pick the systems with the titanium? That's really not nice. I mean, I guess it makes sense, you know, they're valuable systems, but not nice at all. So, okay, they also colonized this one. That's annoying. Although we did say that we might not be able to go for it anyway, and we might go for Galtur or Vyrak actually. Vyrak might be better, potentially. Not quite sure that. So there's nothing more here, so might as well go over to Galtur. Is the ship ready yet? No, in 2 turns it's gonna be. And I think we're just gonna go down to Zaurak and then decide from there. I would like to go for Vyrak just because of the name. It's a cool name. Oof. I think We're not gonna wait around, we're just gonna go and see whether there's good systems around here that we would like to have. Alright. In 2 turns we can start building ships, which is great because Zinnias can then also just do exactly that.
I would rather send you.
You're also aggressive. The hack was detected but not cancelled yet. It's gonna be completed in 3 turns. That might actually not be enough. We'll see. Ooh, okay, another system already taken, and that's a good system, can't lie. So you're... no, not ready quite yet. Next turn. I have a resource crisis next turn. That's not good. Not gonna cancel that. Okay, so the Cravers are hacking us. I think for now I'm just gonna take the home system defense away because all the others are actively in use right now. So, our Argosy is ready, and if you don't detect anything useful on this very turn... yeah, that's not very useful. Actually, maybe it might be. Let's buy a Pirate Mark. And I actually don't remember how to use those here, right? Please attack these guys. That's 1 system away. You can totally do that. Is this worth it? Possibly not. But we made it anyway. Why are you attacking me? I thought we were friends with them. Yeah, we're just gonna try that. Hold on, I thought we were friends with the pirates, but apparently that's not the case. But we can be friends. How much is this gonna take? So we're occasionally having to pay them money to keep the peace, but we can now use this as a teleport system, which is great. Yeah, Argos is ready. It's already on the way, right? Vanny is no longer clear of enemies. That was a dick move. We found Eden incense somewhere. Possibly here, yeah. More Eden incense. And Hyperium, of course, always Hyperium. So, at this point, yes, I think we're just gonna go to Zarak and then decide from there. Because we did not find anything colonizable over here. Let's do that. So, please show me titanium. Of course not. We did find lost Horatius. Now that's great. I think... where am I gonna send that? So this one's gonna send a probe this direction because it's probably the last... No, actually it's connected. Let's go there then. No, this one might be able to go there. So the Horatio quest gives us 3 Horatio pops as soon as we have it in a system with enough space for it. And that just might be our new system, right? I mean, in the long run, this is gonna be better. This one does not have titanium, and this one might. We don't know it yet, but it might. So we might as well just send the Horatio over there. And with that, probably also this guy, the Argosy. We can still go back to Galter. But it's just a 4-planet system, and the other one just a 2-planet. I mean, like, we just don't know. No, I will put those over there just because we might be able to use 2 probes to find titanium potentially, and then we can still like move around. So let's do that. Dark litter found, and yeah, we need to bring the Horatio home. We might be able to do that. Okay, Xenius is done with that. We can now focus on building ships. I'm not quite sure whether it's even worth it to already put better modules in there, because I'm going to be replacing them, right? I mean, I might be able to look at the costs of them. The module I just looked at was 66. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm scientist. I can go for the next level tech, so I probably will skip this one then and do that. I do need more, yeah, populations. Manpower is the word I'm looking for. So I did get, yeah, the ship design, that's great. And the bunkers as well, 1 turn, nice. Okay, Zenith should build a portal, for sure. As well as... probably bunkers. Because this is probably gonna be the first line of defense against those guys. So... yeah, I wanted to see the production cost. It's actually lower than the torpedoes I was looking at. Something in the region of 50. Probably the slugs. Oh, we have a phage plate hull. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, I think that makes sense like this. And that's a lot of support slots. So first of all, better engine, of course, then certainly also the titanium. No, actually no. Right, we don't need that. I guess we just go for repair. Or for more, I mean, we might as well go for more speed and repair. We will be putting the troop modules in here. So that means we don't actually need anything there then. Let's try this. We might build some of these. 1 for now. We're gonna get more eventually. So, okay, now that's decent. That's really, really decent. So, that's life form, and... okay, ruins is something, but probably not a deposit. Okay, you're out of probes. That's a decent system, not gonna lie. What about you? Please show me titanium. Here, that's also life form. Was obvious it wouldn't be one. And subterranean, okay, also nothing there. So probably not Virak then. And you can just continue. And I guess you might just go back. So, is it Mintaka, potentially? Do we have any subterranean atmospheric? That's a... okay, that's probably also a big no. I would like to know what this is. Okay, Shattered Crust. How long is this gonna take? 3 turns, and you're gonna be there also in 3 turns. You know what? It just matches. We're gonna go there. So we found Destructive Salvager. Not that great. Transvine, nothing. XP, as well as a quest for to discover something. Let's do that. Shattered Crust. More trees, and create an outpost on Mintaka 2 for the Obelisk of Remembrance. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, eventually we're just gonna go stay there and keep the curiosities going. We are already pretty spread out. This is something that is good about the Vultures. So how are we doing point-wise anyway? Okay, not lost, which is not the thing we can say for every playthrough we've done so far. But we are like 4th lost, so that means 5th in general. You know, not that big of a deal, honestly. We have some more options right now. We can go to Ingris, Virak, Mintaka as well. Still no source of titanium though, so we will have to take that by force, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think this is gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Come back next time where we expand a little bit more and explore more parts of the galaxy and potentially start the war. So see you then. Bye.